Good morning and welcome to the opening men's match of the 2025 Australian Handball Championships. It is the Murray Melee, New South Wales versus Victoria. My name is Lockie France. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday morning. The two traditional rivals, although I dare say everyone is New South Wales rival. And I'm getting a little bit of banter from the referees. Sure, they'll do a great job. I make a point never to question a referee's call because they know a lot more about the sport than I do, and that goes for pretty much anything I commentate. But teams just getting ready. She was just convening as we take a look at the rosters here. Of course, New South Wales team coached by Tom Ash, one of the absolute legends around here. And perhaps some New South Wales related names in that Victorian team as well. As WA star goalkeeper Sophie Hyneks walks past. She's not in the shot, don't worry, Soph. If you weren't watching the women's game, Sophie had an outstanding game in that defeat WA suffered to New South Wales. Of course, do have a game going on the other court between Queensland and the ACT. We'll bring you score updates from that one as and when we get stoppages. Right. Just maybe a little bit of a few logistics to go through here before we get started. It was three massive days of handball here. Got second round of women's games, and then second round of men's games both this afternoon, and then we'll start the third round of the women's competition and finish things off at 7 p.m. with the third, with final set of men's games, I believe. So that's how the draw looks for the moment. We'll keep you updated. Shout out also to the ACT women's team doing bench here today. They're starting their competition later this afternoon. All set for what should be an exciting battle between two teams that do not like each other at all. Victoria to have first use of it, and we are underway here at the sports halls at Sydney Olympic Park. Slow, patient build-up here from Victoria in the opening stages. Aggressive defense there in the first couple of seconds. Stepping out to meet the player with the ball. As Fabian Rettenberg almost steals in to get that. Instead, creates an opening for jersey number 7, Yi Koo Young, for Victoria to open the scoring. James Yates breaks through, goal. New South Wales responding quickly. And it's not quite into the line. And New South Wales coming the other way, saved by George Alpieris. Victoria just starts slow, and then all of a sudden, away we go, and lobbed home. Yates again at left back, fires home. Two goals early. And this time it's free, but side netting. Jersey 18, Alex Magnuson. And that's thrown away, but there's going to be a foul. Rettenberger straight through and a goal. And he is collected in the process. He's up slowly. He's being helped up by Magnuson. Referees convening. See if they have any further sanction to provide. They are going to give a 2-minute for it. We'll go on Magnuson. First 2-minute suspension of the morning. Or of the game anyway. There were more than a few 2-minute suspensions in the women's game earlier. As saved. Medina shot off target. And that is brilliant work. Liam Hewitt. Was not impressed with his performance in the league last week. He's already come out and scored a goal in a tricky sort of manner, as Medina's shot is blocked, but will stay with the Victorians. As good defense there by Rettenberger. blocked, and New South Wales to get out and running, or they would. Except Medina gets back. Reels it in like a free safety. And he'll try to create something. And blocked away New South Wales, getting a couple of blocks on some shots early. And two trends starting to emerge here. Slow, methodical build-up from Victoria and physicality from New South Wales. Wouldn't expect anything less in a rivalry matchup, especially at a national championship. Eric Black saved! And that one goes though. For Tony Arnold, in jersey number 7. And South Wales defending well. This time into the line, and Magnuson does his job very well. Yates, Rettenberger, Lack gets it off. Great ball movement there by the New South Wales team, and Liam Hewitt. Second goal, early doors, 6-3 the scoreline. New South Wales with the early advantage. And Victoria can utilise Magnuson's presence. Get them a long way to winning this game. Medina, no slouch himself. That's just fired wide. Yates, again, just loves that. Just puts the little shimmy on the defender and blows straight by him for the goal. And, oh, it just sneaks through. But they all count. Don't draw his pictures on the score sheet. Saved! Alferis. And that's just sloppy from Victoria. Just a little complacent. Ball just drops out of play. Zero pressure. And Fogarty drops it off, and he'll be fouled there. Daniel Fogarty, the salsa dancer. As Dina and Rettenberger get all tangled up. Referees call for a stoppage. They'll have a chat about it, and they'll give Medina 2 minutes to think about what he's done. Delegate Jamie all over everything. Yates again breaks through. He's been the man of the morning so far. We're having real troubles stopping him. Might have to even consider stepping out and denying him the pass in the first place. Victoria playing. Man down for the next 75 seconds. No call there. Despite New South Wales protests, and Magnuson fires over. That's a few seconds, but then the pass is absolutely superb. Out to the wing, and unsurprisingly, given the events of the first 10 minutes and 26 seconds, we're going to see Victoria call their first timeout of the morning with the score at 9-4 New South Wales lead. Victoria coach quite animated in the timeout. As Mateo Prushane there in jersey 22. It's listed as number 9, so just figured that out. Saved! Ellie Green with a huge save, but Victoria with another opportunity. Magnuson hits the post. Yates, just a little tip pass. Nothing on the wing. Rettenberger, back to Yates. Now the wing opens up and it's fired home. Prushane. Now things get a little bit tied up. Prushane puts it on the floor and he'll be called for a double dribble. Lack, and now Rettenberger. And now Fogarty on the line. Save! Fogarty wants a foul. And great finish in the end there. New South Wales, as they are wont to do, often running quickly. Fired quickly to the wing. There he is again. Liam Hewitt. Return to form. We've got Lucas Kaminsky and Liam Ireland warming up behind the bench as Yates wanted to run away with it, but they had fouled Edgar Silver in the process. A little cross play again to get the winger involved. Felix Strife there in 14. He's trying to pass into the line, not quite on. And cannot give a player at the national championships that kind of room to just go across goal and fire home. And Edgar Silva takes full advantage. Now, moving now on the left. And it's into Fogarty, and well, in all of that, Fogarty ends up putting it home. It was an almighty scrap for the ball. As Harry Boyd there doing the defending in jersey 45 for New South Wales. Now Magnuson. Oh, save by Pellegrin. Fortunately for New South Wales, he'll have to step up again because it is a 7-metre penalty for Victoria. Strife is to take. And Strife promptly puts it home. Earlier Kaminsky was warming up. He's now into the game over there on the left wing. Jersey 23, Liam Ireland. Here at right back. Just moved Lack out to the right wing for the moment. Yates, the centre back now. Oh, that's very nice. Gonzalo Blandinger. It was a long way out, but he had plenty of room to work with. Victoria, a few goals back, but still within touching distance of New South Wales. This Yates sticks with the play. Saved by Alf Harris. Silva, Blandinger, and now the winger getting involved. Jersey 10, that's Yunus Malala. Oh, there was a bit going on there. I think it might just be a regular foul. Yes. Nothing too untoward in all of that. Oh, that would have been a miracle if Magnuson had finished that. Right hand from the right wing at the tight angle, but you get the opportunity. Sometimes you just have to take them. Rettenberger knocked to the ground. Blendinger pleads his innocence. Lucas Velasque. They're at centre back now. Jersey 47. Island puts it on the floor. And no goal, just had a foot on the line. Joseph So looking for the ball to restart play, but it's no goal. Just stepped inside the area, unfortunately. A great shot. Pellegrin went the right way, but it was just so well directed. Kaminsky and Navalask. Rettenberger, and it's just over the outstretched hand of Liam Island. We're going to see Harry Boyd back in. Tasked with defending Joseph So in there at the line alongside Fogarty. So shoots. Play on. Oh! There's going to be a going on there as Prashane takes a tumble. Would not be surprised if that's just looked a bit worse than it was. Last Kaminsky out there. Tough to score from that angle and rockets off the top of the crossbar. Silva foul and just play on. So Shane just reels it in. Now no, didn't. So Jersey 5 Victoria, that's Gregor Adzic. Oh, Rettenberger threads the needle, but Alfieris up to the task against the shot from Fogarty. And not sure Ireland really needed to make that extra attempt at defense there. It's cost him a 2-minute suspension. I think he probably sent the attackers so far wide that there was probably not even really a shot on goal to make. Instead, it will be Felix Schreif stepping up from 7 metres once again. And fires home once again. Victoria back within 3, 13-10. 9 minutes to play in the first half over on the other court. It is a very tight one. 11 apiece as ACT score. 5 minutes to play in the first half over there on the other court, which you should also be able to watch on a live stream. If not on the YouTube channel, then on Facebook. No commentary on the other side. I can only be in one spot at a time, as I think there was definitely a timeout called by New South Wales, and it's probably a good time to take one as well. They're up 13-10, but they were up by 5 not too long ago. Just up by 3 at the moment after a slightly better spell from the Victorians, and they look in a much more jovial mood as they head to this timeout. There's Pierre Medina. You won't miss him in those shoes. It's very animated Always good to have players on your team that can provide a bit of guidance during a timeout, because they're out there and they see things a lot differently than the coach does. So, had a couple of different perspectives in the timeout. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, 8:27 left in the first half. So, we're going to see a little no keeper here. Play the extra player in attack. There's a bit of confusion though after the goal. Even without resin, you can still get things stuck on the ball, apparently. As Victoria throw it away, and Medina was there on the bench, imploring his teammates to do something. Didn't quite catch what it was, but he was definitely animated there on the bench. Black probably could have taken it himself, fired it off to Yates, and then Rettenberg gets it into Fogarty, but I'll reset here. Straight at Alfieri, and there's no keeper in. And oh, that is so unfortunate. George is wondering how that even happened. And the little lob shot successful by Eric Lack. It's the kind of shot when it works, you're very happy. When it doesn't, you get an absolute rollicking from the coach. Silva letting her, and now Prashane. Stay with the Victorians. Shane out to the wing. Fired home. Schreif. So heading into the final 5 minutes of the opening half, New South Wales up 14-11. Defending inside more than anything there. Only going to end one way. With Fabian Rettenberger heading to the 7-metre line. Well, who needs to fake the keeper one way, but you can just fire it straight past him like that. As Hayashi takes the hand out. Okay, Hayashi into the game, and great ball handling there. William Hegarty got out in front of all the defenders. Silva into the middle. Has to stop a little bit, and Hayashi. And it's 3-on-1. Great bounce pass. Lack makes no mistake. Inside of the post, into the opposite corner of the net. Really a keeper on the planet to save a shot like that. As Hegarty puts a stop to that attack. Quick little run here from New South Wales. Let's put them up 17-11. What can Silva create? And 2 minutes for Eric Lack, who is also the New South Wales women's coach. You might cop a bit of ribbing about that from his charges before the next game. Silva. Such a quick first step to open up the space. So 17-12 the score now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first half here. Yates, he's done a real good job of breaking through the defence from that left back spot. Indeed, any spot he's been on in court, but Victoria probably made that a point of emphasis in one of these timeouts. Island comes out. And Hewitt, again from that right wing spot. Silva, now Medina. Medina probably just need a little bit more space to work with there. Magnuson sets up the left-hand side. And, Hewitt, wise to the move. And then New South Wales asking for a tripping call there, but I think that's more in hope than expectation. New South Wales slowing it down a bit. Move for Lask. Island into the centre now. Lask repositions himself on the right and makes full use of the opportunity he crafted for himself. And, well, that was always going up. Never looked likely. And Hayashi, you saw Jack Snyder there, open. But Victoria back in numbers and Medina picks it off. They've got 10 seconds to work with here. Final shot of the half. Can they get this back to a 6-goal game? Silva. Saved by Hayashi and no foul. And that will be how the first half ends, with New South Wales holding a 19-12 advantage. It was 13-10. With about 8 minutes left. But a 6-2 run to end the first half. Sees New South Wales take a commanding 7-goal lead, 19-12. Well, it's been an action-packed first half here. It is time for a break, so we'll rejoin you in about 8 minutes for all the second half action. Well, welcome back for the second half. This Australian Handball Championship men's game. New South Wales leading Victoria 19-12 as we get set to commence play. It was 13-10 at one stage. About 8 minutes left in the first half, but New South Wales really went on a tear. Now own a 7-goal lead. There's New South Wales with first use of it. It's Yates at centre back. Fires home, sidearm. Found himself an opening. And, well, jersey 24, Gonzalo Blendinger. Just no one stepped to him and he just took full advantage of the space he was offered. Heaney there into the line. The play comes the other way. And Lucas Velasquez fires home. Heaney just dropping there from the right into the line and creating space over there on the other side. 21-13. And a great cross-goal shot there. Harry Boyd. That's fired home by Yi Q Young. Just tight angle, just enough to work with. Velasquez. It's by the defender, but he'll have another opportunity. Saved by Alferez, but there'll be a 7-meter throw in there. Just created some space, got through. Just going across the defense there, and Rettenberg is going to step up. Successful again from 7 meters, Fabian Rettenberger. New South Wales out to a 23-14 lead. 4 minutes played in the second half. Defense there by Velasquez. Silva was looking to penetrate. This time he'll fire low and Hayashi up to the task, but the ball stays in play. Harry Boyd does a good job of slowing things up as players on both sides retreat back to the Victorian attacking half. A great opening up the angle Felix Schreif, jersey 14 for Victoria. Sorry, defender there. Just with a little bit of a hold on William Hegarty. Boyd can't get it off to a teammate. Victorian defence doing well to keep New South Wales at bay here. Yates went one way, took the defender with him, and then fired it back inside to the pivot. Now 24-15 lead, 24 minutes to play. New South Wales with the advantage. As Boyd comes out to try to disrupt, but it's probably half a step late. And Magnuson just overmatching for size and strength. Norris just forced the defender to go inside the area there and gain the 7-metre throw, which Felix Schreif will take. And lobs off the crossbar, and Schreif's been so good at taking those 7-metre penalties. I don't know that the lob was necessary. It was saved by Alferez, but that'll be a 7-metre the other way. Rettenberger to step up. And he lobs off the crossbar. Both these players so good for most of the day, and both have tried the lob. An interesting move. I think they'll put that one back in the locker. That's going to come the other way. Boas all the way through, and well, it's going at a mile a minute at the moment, this game, but no goals to show for it in the last couple of possessions. As good ball movement there from Victoria. Medina, Magnuson on the line. No stopping that one. As Kaminsky comes the other way. As that's off the crossbar. Boyd creates something, he can. Oh, it was a little scrappy. After Blendinger got a hand in there, he almost broke up the play, but New South Wales able to stick with it. Boyd with the goal. Now Silva, and that 7 metres every day of the week. And it's wide. Wide by Edgar Silva. The score remains 26-16. New South Wales with the lead. Just over 20 minutes to play in this opening round encounter here at the Australian Handball Championships. Lovely to have your company. Please do stay with us throughout the weekend as Lucas Velasquez fouled. Across. Ireland puts it on the floor. And he might get another opportunity. And that's off the bar. And away. Did create a little something there, did Loam Island. Just couldn't finish. That is wide out to the wing. They're forced to slow it down and set back up for the Victorians. Strife now out into to centre back. 7 metre there, and that's all created by Felix Strife. That's just outstanding play. Take the dribble, draw the defenders, hand it off. Edgar Silva gets his team a chance to score from 7 metres and a 2-minute suspension in the process. As Medina gets Hayashi going backwards and fires home past him. Extra attacker for New South Wales during this period. Hayashi off, Rettenberger into the game. The extra player. And almost pays dividends straight away. Higgity. Boyd looking to create something. Rettenberger. Victoria argue he spilled it earlier, but to the wing. Oh, cross-court pass. And that one wide. And that one doesn't find a hand either. And probably a wasted opportunity there for New South Wales. And Strife can put this away. He can't. He stepped inside. New South Wales. So with a 9-goal lead, 17 minutes to play here. Right, 20 seconds remaining on this 2-minute suspension for New South Wales. And Rettenberger, good goal. I actually have to get back quickly and does so. Ireland back in. He looks to sneak in. Almost had it. But Victoria wise to it. He tried his little Jose Alvarado NBA sneak steal. Saved by Hayashi. Rettenberger, too easy. Well, it was too easy, but it was because of the hard work done by Hegarty to get up court in front. There long before there was enough cover. As Silva breaks through and gets it just inside the near post. I actually got a hand to it, but wasn't enough. Boyd. And Alfieri stops it and saves it from a New South Wales ball. As Magnuson fires home. Great find. See Tony Arnold back into the game for Kaminsky here. Watch out for him on the left wing. Ireland. Boyd had all the options in the world, but put it wide of the goal. Magnuson just can't get that one to go. It would have been one of the goals of the morning. And he got it to go. Rettenberger with real aggression into the teeth of the defense. Rettenberger, this time a successful pass into the line, and Hegarty makes no mistake. 29-19, just past the midway point of the second half. New South Wales leading Victoria in the Murray Melee. Traditional rivals, just about all sports. Silver calls for the ball and says, let's go again, boys. Fires over, but is fouled in the process. And Magnuson fires over. As saved by Alferis, but it's going to be a 7-minute penalty again. Saved! Alferis. It remains 29-20 with 11.5 minutes to play here. And that will be a foul in there. And that's the save by Hayashi. So both keepers performing admirably. Rettenberger, now Ireland. Really quick ball movement here from New South Wales. Boyd can't quite break through the defense. Rettenberger takes matters into his own hands. We got a bit of a wet spot on the floor. Wipes it up. Rettenberger now, and Arnold fires wide. Australian national coach Owen Murray with the hands, getting the ball back in play for us. And Edgar Silva. And 10 minutes and 11 seconds to play. New South Wales leading 29-21. Going to call a timeout. Keep things flowing. Victoria just getting a couple of goals back here. All right, yeah, it's 29-21 with just under, well, the scoreboard has gone missing, but I think it's about 7 or 8 minutes to play. Queensland versus New Zealand Barbarians over on the other court, 28-24. Queensland leading that one. That game has 8 minutes and 18 seconds to play. So 10 minutes, 11 seconds left to play. 29-21 your score. New South Wales leading. Of course, as I mentioned in the women's game, just because you're up big, can't really take the foot off the pedal, particularly in handball, but just in general for your momentum throughout the tournament where you've got to play so many big games in quick succession. Don't want to get complacent at any time. And New South Wales, well, they brought Liam Hewitt and Eric Lack back in. Fogarty's in there on the line. This is, for the most part, their starting lineup. As Blendinger fires home past Pellegrin, who's back into the game. And New South Wales just not letting Victoria get any stops to get this margin back. And going goal for goal won't be enough for the Victorians at this stage. Magnuson. Nice work by the big pivot. Yates. This has been his bread and butter all day. And there's going to be a 2-minute suspension here for Medina, who will say, chop Yates on the face. Or at least a bit of a seatbelt. Might be the best way to describe it. He doesn't agree with the call. But he doesn't have to. Magnuson now playing it right back with the Victoria man down. Now moves over to the left. Blendinger, and that just gets Tony Arnold in the foot. No real issue. No, nothing intentional about it. Only called a couple too many steps. Arnold straight by the feet. George Alfaris. Now, Silva straight into Fogarty. They collide hard. See how Silva's doing here. He's got his hands to his face. The coach is coming on. Hope he's all right. Coach, fellow player. Medic's here. I think he's going to get up and be all right. I think it was just the initial force of the contact. He will have to go off, and Teo Prashane will come back onto the court. Over on the other court, 31-25, the scoreline. Queensland leading that one over the New Zealand Barbarians. Shane ran himself into a bit of a cul-de-sac. Magnuson. Not quite. Big wind up, big bounce. But touch and out over the sideline. Just 13 seconds left on that 2-minute suspension for Victoria. So soon to return to a full complement. Magnuson thinks about it. Instead fires to the wing. Shrive makes an angle for himself. Straight between the legs of Ben Pellegrin. Black, Rettenberger. And Arnold fires home. 34-24, 6 minutes, 20 seconds to play. We're going to have a timeout called by Victoria. It's a 10-goal game. Victoria just looking to bring this back as much as possible in the last 6 minutes. And of course, coming up at 1:15 over on Court D, we'll have the ACT women taking on the Queensland women. Whilst here on Court F, the live streaming court with commentary, we'll have Victoria taking on New South Wales. New South Wales already with a win under their belt. So they got up over Western Australia earlier this morning in the opening game of the tournament. Now still 6 minutes remaining in this men's game between New South Wales and Victoria. See what Victoria came up with out of this timeout. So that's blocked away. And not quite on this occasion. Almost reeled it in. Yates. Saved by Alfieri, and Wales going with the extra attacker a little bit here. Maybe just trying a little something. Some real life practice at some different things here. We got Adzich there in jersey 5. And that is going to be an attacker foul. And Aguero called for the attack of foul there. So I think we're going to have a video replay here. So original decision by the officials was that it's just a charge, and they're just checking if there was any contact to the defender's face. Yates gets up and he's laughing about it, so he mustn't be in too much trouble, but that doesn't mean he didn't get hit in the face in the process. We'll see what they decide. If there's anything to upgrade here. Meanwhile, over on the other courts, 33-31. Here's the scoreline. Queensland leading that one. Time is not the friend of the New Zealand Barbarians with 20 seconds to play. Well, exactly 5 minutes left here. 34-24, your scoreline. And it will be a 2-minute suspension. A little bit more than just a charge on that occasion. And fired home. Liam Hewitt there. He's been really good out there on that right wing. Island comes out to me. He gets the ball off. Stripe puts it just wide. Just not really shooting from as close as they want to, I don't think. On the odd occasion, the Victorians. Black. Beautiful pass fake. Just open up the space for himself and straight through he went. And for Shane, shot saved by Pellegrin. I think it took a touch for New South Wales player as well. And the big pivot, So and Fogarty go to battle. Oh, and Fogarty, the real tall timber in the middle there. No real shooting from 8 or 9 against these two players. They hit their hands up. It's not going to get through. That's a better pass. As Fogarty's going to be called for 2 minutes. he can smile about it. He's just a little too physical there against the player. The referee made a lifting motion. Wasn't too enamored with. Second pivot goes in. And Yunus Malala recognised the opportunity and just dropped in there to second pivot. Was wide open with New South Wales down a player. The little tip pass, and Hegarty hits the post. And goal. Keeper goal. We love. Whilst taking the risk with the extra attack of playing a man down. And this time, Victoria take advantage. Island. Rettenberger. Little tip pass, and now Hewitt. Again, and not the first time today that Lack and Hewitt have combined with that little tip pass. Well, that's just too easy. New South Wales still play down for another 20 seconds. Score now 37-27 as we roll into the final 60 seconds of this game. Good, he is just eating out there on the wing. Fogarty reels it in. Black's out there and running, but unfortunately Gregor Adzic had him covered for pace, but then stepped inside the ball. Now Hewitt will go again and scores again. We don't have Live's goal scoring stats. We do have when players score goals, but wow, he would be on quite a number so far. All right, down to the final 5 seconds. Arnold hits the post. Oh, that would have been a way to end it, but nonetheless, New South Wales do come away with the victory, 39-27. A 12-goal victory for the hosts in their opening game of the competition. I have to say, it's a fairly comprehensive win for New South Wales. They'll be back at 7 p.m. to take on Western Australia. Victoria will also take on Western Australia at 3 p.m. We do have a bit of a break now. The next game's not until 1:15 p.m. That will be the second round of the women's competition, ACT versus Queensland over on Court D. And Victoria versus New South Wales here on Court F with commentary. We got some fist bumps from New South Wales boys. Cheers, guys. Good win. Do join us just before 1:15 for that women's game between Victoria and New South Wales. But until then, thank you so much for joining me for this game. I have been Lockie France, and you have been amazing.